IR Labs brings both private and public company experience in a broad range of industries and areas of expertise, including investor relations, corporate communications, corporate governance as well. And with me is Caroline Sawamoto, principal and co-founder, and Alyssa Berry, principal and co-founder, to explain more about IR Labs. So let's start with that. Kind of lay the groundwork for me. Describe the company. What sets you apart from some other similar businesses in this industry?
Well, Jane, thanks so much for having us here. Really appreciate the opportunity. Caroline and I have spent our entire careers in the public markets, primarily in-house investor relations. So we both have experience as in-house IROs working in Canada and the US. And I think having that training ground has been really helpful in the development of our own agency. And we are full service, which is actually quite unique in the investor relations space. And full service for us means really whatever our clients need to help ensure that they're successful. And we will do everything from writing their press releases, coordinating all of their media relations, road shows, investor days, and even coaching our CEOs. We've been very fortunate to take about 15 companies public over the last couple of years. And as part of that experience, we've been able to help are CEOs who are great entrepreneurs, great visionaries, but perhaps they've never navigated the capital markets before. So we come in and help them through that journey.
Wow. So really the whole thing, I mean, from soup to nuts, you guys do. So talk to me a little bit about how do you cater to the needs of both private and public companies? What is unique about navigating that experience for them?
Yes, definitely. So we work with both private and public companies because some private companies have investors, and there are private companies that want to go public, and there are private companies that want to stay private, but they still need that investor relations help because they have investors and they want to raise awareness. They want to provide quarterly updates to their investors or annual updates, AGM, newsletters. So we also help with their social media management. Help with setting up meetings and just raising awareness in general to broaden their outreach to different investor bases.
And regarding this new relationship for New to the Street that we're doing this kind of introductory interview for, how do you envision that helping Canadian companies?
Well, this is a really exciting partnership for us. And I won't say groundbreaking, but definitely for a Canadian firm to forge these partnerships is actually quite unique. We really recognize the New to the Street reputation and reach that they have. And a lot of our Canadian companies, they do have cross listings in other markets, and accessing US investors is so critical. If we're going to give our clients the best shot at raising their awareness, we feel that having that presence in the US is critical. We've forged a number of partnerships, but this is definitely one we're really excited about. And really, it comes down to that reach and distribution. And IR is borderless. We're in a world now where we're sitting here in Vancouver having this conversation with you, and a lot of investor meetings are all done virtually now. So that the more that we can build our partnerships and distribution in various markets globally, our clients will succeed.
Yeah, how do you envision that happening? The companies increasing their visibility, enhancing their market presence in the US?
Yeah, I think we are excited to be partnering with New to the Street because I know they offer a lot of different services and offerings in terms of media placements, billboards. I think that will give our clients exposure and awareness in the US. We get really excited when we talk about the US because the market is so much bigger and there's so much opportunity. The type of investors in the US, there are different types, from retail, institutional, family offices. So yeah, we're really excited about this partnership to continue to give exposure to our clients in the US.
And Jane, I think, sorry. No, I think it's important to note that a lot of our clients are actually listed on Canadian exchanges with a cross listing, but a lot of them are domiciled globally. We have clients all around the world, Hong Kong, Israel, Chicago, really everyone is all over, but they come to the Canadian markets to start their go public journey. They'll list on one of our perhaps venture exchanges, and it's part of that roadmap for them to eventually get to the NASDAQ or get to the New York Stock Exchange as they grow up as a company.
Yeah. And you touched on this a little bit, the holistic approach that you take with these companies. Can you share kind of some of the specific strategies that you use to connect the companies to a wider audience?
Yeah, it's definitely multifaceted, and we love when we can actually get in and develop a very strategic plan with our clients. We actually combine a lot of, I'll say, sort of new age IR, where we're using digital strategies, leveraging social media, being able to have interviews such as this one to be able to be disseminated in many different channels. We're working with our clients both on institutional and retail strategies. We've developed a very broad number of relationships in the retail investor community as well, which is one of our core competencies. And of course, all the institutional outreach that we do. So really, it's a combination of roadshows and social and really great media coverage that helps our clients succeed.
And that really helps them build a narrative about their company. I mean, how do you help them articulate that? I know so many people are great at what they do, but maybe they can't, articulate this narrative that they have about the business. How do you help them do that?
We do some media training with a lot of our clients because, yeah, we want to make sure that they tell their story and, their unique story. Why did they start this company? Why did they build it? How is this going to help solve the world's problem, right? So we really try to dig deep into their story to help them tell their story better to the investors.
Yeah. And that helps them compete better in the financial markets, which is very competitive. How does your firm measure success?
Measuring success is a challenge, and it's very broad. So a lot of what we do, especially in the investor relations space, stock price performance and volume, liquidity, that's a huge part of it. But on top of that, the quality of investor meetings is critical. We feel really proud of the relationships that we have in our network, the media coverage that we're able to achieve for our clients, whether that's top tier media or being able to get their stories in trade publications or industry publications. And we do a really good job of sitting down with our clients and understanding what is success for them. And success can change, especially in the public markets, on a really day-by-day basis. So we have really great lines into our clients, sitting down with them regularly, understanding what are the priorities, and then building our IR program to match that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also do investor, on top of the investor outreach, we also do analyst outreach during our program because, you want to make sure that your story gets in front of these analysts and in the hopes that they will cover you one day. So that's important for us too. So the more analysts that cover you, the more that you can tell your story to the investment community. So we also listen to investor feedback, right? So we do a lot of tracking, sitting down with investors, listening, okay, what's worked, what hasn't worked, and what would you like to see from the company? So there's that investor sentiment as well that we track.
Wow. Well, you provide a very important service in the whole financial communications industry. And I'm really looking forward to doing more work with you and having you come to New York so we can get you in the studio. So that'd be great. Thank you
as well.
so much.
Thank you.
Caroline and
Thank you,
Alyssa.
Jane.
Thanks.